Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jonathan, and we're Tiny Shiny Home. We've spent the last couple of months building a composting toilet outhouse out of dirt.
And recycled material.
And we'd like to show it to you. That's right, our family of 6 built this adorable little Hyperadobe earthbag structure that houses a unique composting toilet system for us and our guests to use while we build our house.
This is a 7-foot by 10-foot building buried 3 foot underground to aid in the composting process. We used 1,000 linear feet of Hyperadobe tube netting and experimented for the first time filling the bags with only clay and our native soil. So, why did we build this?
Well, we wanted a place for visitors and guests to go to the bathroom on our property, but we wanted to do it in a natural and sustainable way.
So not only did we utilize mostly recycled materials, but we also installed a fully compliant composting toilet system that we'll explain here in just a little bit.
And of course, this project was our last opportunity to try out some more natural building techniques before we start our house.
But I feel like, babe, don't you think this building should have like a fun name? The defecation station, the Dookie Den,
The drop spot, Coopery, the hazard hut,
Whiz Palace,
the booty bureau, the commode boat, Humanure Hacienda,
Pooptopia, Crabber Barrel,
Leaning Tower of Poopsa, Watulation Station,
Gotta Go Chateau,
Oval Office. Okay, those are fun, but I think we should call it the Casa de Caca.
Okay, let's get to work.
It's time.
I
thought you were gonna say. Sorry.
It is time. I forgot I was. It is time for another project here on the homestead.
Now we could have done this by hand, digging out this trench area, but friends, Jason and Selena, Factotum Farms, they're like, no, we got this. We can do it. So thank you guys, because this is gonna save us a lot of time. Ouch.
So we've dug a hole.
Yep, but I think what we're going to do now is put some stakes back in and rerun the lines and get the inside dimensions.
We have measured the inside dimension of where our composting barrels will be. Imagine, if you will, that you walk into the entrance and you're surrounded by beautiful blue toilets.
Okay, you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. Why are we digging down so far? Why are there all these barrels? We're going to explain. This composting toilet system is from the Arizona Watershed Management Group, and it is approved for use in the state of Arizona. The high-level idea is that each barrel will be buried low enough into the ground so that you sit down and use it kind of like a regular toilet. Only one barrel is considered active at a time, and we'll be building a special seat that goes on top with venting, seals, and insect traps to keep pathogens out. Each time you use the toilet, you cover the solids with a carbon material like wood chips or sawdust. This aids in breaking down the material and keeping the smell away. And while you can't have everything go in the barrel, we have modified our system to work more like a traditional composting toilet and divert the urine away from the solids. This means less potential for smelliness and that it composts even faster, which is really important for a large family of 6 like us. The urine should be followed up with some water down the tube to dilute it. Otherwise, you'll get buildup and clog your lines. Here in Cochise County, we were required to divert the urine to an actual septic system with a leach field, which personally we think is dumb because diluted urine is great for plants. We would have preferred to plumb it that way, but for simplicity and keeping with codes, we did just run all the liquids to our house septic system. Because composting takes time, you need to fill up the first barrel most of the way, cover it with no-seam bug screen and a ventilated lid, and then give it 4 to 6 months to fully compost without introducing new material. During this time, you need to aerate it every couple of weeks to make sure things are moving along, and if it smells when you do that, it's time to add a little more carbon material to the top. We have so many barrels because we are a family of 6, and so the goal is by the time we have filled up all 6 barrels, that first barrel should have had enough time to fully compost. We'll just shovel it out into a wheelbarrow and it should be ready to use. All right, now let's get back to it.
So of course, as we start our new project, the wind comes, the freezing cold temperatures come, and it snowed this morning. But we're not gonna let it stop us. We've gotta clean out the bed of our truck.
We're gonna go get some gravel and we're gonna do some leveling in the pit area. Our next step is we have the laser level from our friends, and we're gonna start checking our drop to where the septic for our house is gonna be. And that's because after a lot of conversations with the Department of Health here in Cochise County, they said that because we're diverting the urine, it's gotta go to an actual septic. So we've gotta see if the drop is gonna be right from sunken down inside this pit here to where the actual septic is gonna be for the house. So good news, our drop is fine. The land slopes enough naturally to where basically we just need to dig part of a trench out of the bottom of this that we're gonna connect to the urine diverter. I forgot how heavy this thing was. What is this?
We're gonna have a snowball. Snowball world. Ah!
This sunshine is making all the difference. Like, everybody's in a good mood and everybody's motivated. We are going to get started. Didn't we break our speed?
What?
We broke our speed record, right?
No.
For the slowest laying of bag ever.
We're so out of practice.
Well, we have one bag laid. Guys, this is depressing.
And it's not even tamped yet.
It's taken about an hour. Remember when we used to do like 50 feet of bag in a day? This is 13 feet.
Cover me in colors I can only see with you. I'd be better with another, but I always pick you.
We are going to put a vapor barrier along this back wall, go under the bag and up the wall. And once we're up past the ground level, we will fold it over on the bags. Should work smashingly. I said that.
heart's not with them. Tearing up the thought of all the pieces missing.
Now what are we gonna do with this until we get all those bags up?
After that first little bag's down, we'll roll it up like to where it's just along here, and we'll put some heavy weights on it because it's gonna have to stay there until we're done.
Yeah, I know.
All right, ready? Gonna stay on if the rim broke off? How's the elastic gonna stay on?
Well, it looks like the rim is still there, but the part right below the rim broke off.
So you're just gonna leave it in the back, huh?
I think so.
This is not what we would recommend to people.
Try to get this out. Yeah, but it's plastic. Ah, see. Oh no, Brooke. Oh no, Brooke. Hold on.
We've been wondering where some of our chickens have been laying, and we just found out where one of them has been laying for several days. Here she is. I'm not sure how we missed that.
Just a quick PSA, because we have a lot of new people here and a lot of people ask us, where the heck do you get these weird red bags? Well, these are Hyperadobe bags. They're made by a company here in the States called Volm Companies. They're really tight knit. They've got UV treating on them. If we just built this like this and built it up and left it for like 4 years, totally fine. They would hold their shape. So if you want to get some, we have a special link because people ask us so many times. We just made a link. It's tinyshinyhome.com/hyperadobe bag. Enjoy.
Walking tight, say the lightning like how you I would swim across the ocean to hold on to you. I don't know where you've been, so right out of my head, a dream. Swear you're made for me, making my heart a mess. Kisses like electricity, feel the energy. Give me vibrations, been a long time without you. Don't be blue without you. Nah, nah. Give me vibrations.
Pro tip, don't plant grass in your earthbag walls.
Good idea. A feather. Ocho. Through the magic of editing, we have made it to Tucson. We did it.
It's a cool door. All right, so we have one last thing we need to do today before we can move to the next course, and that is buttressing around the door.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. We haven't quite decided where we're going to put the door yet. All right, so we've decided to keep it in the middle. That way we've got access all the way around, and then we can put the urinal back here. Cool?
We picked up this door over in Tucson at Originate Natural Building, and it's a little bit wider than I want it to be.
So we're hoping, I mean, this door looks solid. Hopefully it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. If it's not, we wasted $75.
$65.
$65.
No, $75.
$75.
$83.
83. Oh my gosh. Okay. We successfully cut the board down.
The door. Not the board.
We successfully cut the board off the door.
What?
We successfully cut the door to make it more narrow.
Thank you.
All right, now we know what size we need to go make our buttressing, and we can go do that. It is using the scoop.
Guys,
Which is better, the hammer or the scoop?
Just move out of my way.
I think the hammer is better.
Oh my gosh.
Ocho, dig it! Beautiful! Okay, the wind is really picking up. We have 3 more bags to lay. We're going to try to get them done as fast as we can. We got everybody here. We're just going to try to go through this super fast. So let's time it and see how long it takes. What time is it?
2:19 is when we were done.
41 minutes.
It's not bad.
Guys, look. We're almost above ground. Our next course should get us like right at level everywhere.
Yep.
And
And then we put the door frame in, and then we'll just keep going up.
this is exciting.
It's very exciting.
It's going really fast.
Yeah,
We should
it is.
build all small houses. We'll just build a small kitchen.
And then
a
we'll
small
feel
bathroom,
really
a small-
good about our progress. Yeah, I like it. All right, guys. One more bag
Not one more.
plus buttresses. Let's go.
That was very motivating.
So motivational.
What are you waiting on? You?
I don't have any dirt. No dirts.
I'm stuck in here.
Oh, no.
You can get out if
How are
you
you
go
gonna get out? Anytime.
Hold on, I gotta get my gloves on.
Been recording for a while.
Okay, ready?
That one's squishy though.
Hey!
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Do you see the name scrolling next to us?
I do see the names, yes.
Yeah, and do you know who that is?
I do. They're our tiny shiny homies. They're the people that help support us every single month so that we can make a bunch of videos about a composting toilet outhouse and then a full 2.5 hour video about a composting toilet outhouse. We couldn't do it without them.
That's true. We could never do this channel without the help from our tiny shiny homies.
So listen, there's still a lot of build to watch, so we're gonna get out of here, let these names finish scrolling, and we'll see you later.
Said that you've been hurt one too many times before. Ended up staring in the bathroom mirror, crying on your bedroom floor. Baby, you can take my word, you haven't gotta hurt no more. Things about to get.
Today we are making our door
I wanna make
Yep.
frame.
Oh yeah, right.
Our door frame.
This isn't the actual door stop that we're building. This is just the frame that we'll have to build the stop and put it into. So we just have to make sure it's big enough for all those things. Yeah?
Yeah, we're building the door buck.
Okay.
Ready?
So many jokes. All right, let's get going. Don't fall in the pit. Jeez. Okay, so we got the door frame in. Our friend is here to move dirt from our pit over here because we're almost out of native soil, and we have a truckload of clay over there that we also have to unload.
Okay, now that we are above ground on our casita, we are not using Portland cement anymore, which is very exciting. We're taking this waste material from Wilcox Rock and Sand. We're going 8 to 9 parts of our soil to 1 part of this clay mix.
Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I can find my way out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in.
This is gonna be impressive. Let's see it. Dang. Good grief.
What we've done is 6 mil plastic all the way under the very bottom bag, and then we've brought it up and slightly over this bag, which is well above the height of any water that would be coming this way. We'll also be grading from the height of this bag out, so where water will run around this building and not come at this back wall. Most of us are not motivated. Some of us are sneezing constantly. And some of us just don't feel like doing this. But things have to get done anyway, so we're gonna power through and get done.
Explain the cleating system. So what you do is you take a 2x4, or in our case we had some 2x6s left over, cut a piece of plywood, and you want to screw this to the plywood up through there so you have an L shape. You want to screw this right to your door frame so that it's held tight, and you want this to go right across the bag. Before you put it in though, you want to nail nails up the opposite way through, and then when you get it on, you nail more nails down into it. And so what that does is it locks into the bottom bag, and then when you lay the next bag on top of it, it uses the weight of the bag to hold this thing. And we'll do that every 3-4 bags as we go up, and by the time you get to the top, this thing will never move. So these are ready to go for the next layer. We're ready to do that final course.
That is how you do it.
Do it, Jax. Do it.
Yeah, just give me that half scoop and we'll call it.
I don't know.
All right, let's tie it and do it. The clay's working out really good.
Yeah.
We were just looking at it right before we got started here, and the parts that have been in the sun long enough are hard as a rock.
Yeah.
It's just what we were looking for.
If you think about it, basically what we're building here is long adobe bricks.
Sort of, yeah.
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 And I'm really excited about being able to use a waste material from a local company and use it to build houses.
It's way better than Portland cement.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's gonna work.
here. I need you to do this. Hello. Can I have that? Oi! Dad! Look at me! I measured those bags! And cut those bags!
Good job. Now look at.
Me, gotta do our high five. Alright. Gotta do the thing too.
It's workshop day. We have been so busy all day yesterday, all morning, getting everything ready. Still have a few things to set up, but we have to go over to the coffee shop and meet everybody, and then we all come back here.
It's another day, I'm back on my feet, so I win again. Roses are so sweet, the scent is all around my head. I see the stars shining right through your eyes. No, I can't believe that you're finally mine. Girl, you're so perfect that you make me feel high. And I feel that I am the luckiest guy in the world. Yeah, I'm on my way to you. Yeah, I'm coming home. Driving in my Malibu, singing along with this song. Yeah, I'm on my way home. Yeah.
So what I usually do is I go ahead and compress a little bit here. I lift it like that. Then she's gonna take it and pull it down to the bottom and twist it, and then take them out. And then that way, as you push, now you have a nice,
It comes out too.
yeah, you have a nice tight edge on it.
We're going to take these labels off because you're not going to see them.
Covered anyway, right?
Yep.
Back and forth and side to side, high and low, low and high. Trying to find something that makes me feel alive. Nothing new under the sun. Running to, running from. I just need
Now, the main goal with this workshop was to not necessarily get a ton of productive work done, but more to take the time to teach and explain our process.
One, two, three, let me see what you see. I just wanna understand what you see in me. And 4, 5, 6, am I complicating it? How could anybody love someone so damaged? And we don't always add up, but somehow we're all baby, here we go again. If this is just a fraction of what lies ahead, then count me in, 'cause you know I'm loving this. I'm loving this. You make me feel even though I'm odd. Subtract what's left and carry my heart. Believe in what we got. Pay no attention what you've been taught.
These are by far our favorite bottles that anybody's given to us. They're Sapphire Gin bottles. If you have any, please drop them off at my gate. And I'm gonna put it where, I don't know if I want it in the middle. What if I don't get it in the middle?
What about
You can get it in the middle. I believe in you.
diagonal?
Get it close.
Oh, yeah.
Make it like a diamond shape.
Oh, geez. This is pressure. So happy. I'm so excited about this. We're going in the house.
Let's get it. Popping bottles nightly. Yeah, we're dancing slightly. This bass has got me feisty, feisty.
Hey, so we had a workshop,
We did.
and we had a bunch of people come over, and we did a bunch of Earthbags,
Uh-huh.
and like had a bunch of bottles,
Uh-huh.
and we did some bottle bricks, and
Then it rained, and we haven't been out since.
then we needed a few days.
Before we complete this in, we need to go ahead and level it. You can use rocks, pencils, whatever you would like to shim this up, but we thought we'd buy real shims.
We're gonna do buttress over, and then we gotta fill in the rest of this layer. So cleats will not go on the door this course. Now that we got the cleats in, we can go ahead and take off the angle braces, and it'll be a lot more safe in there in case someone were to fall. So Jet's gonna take it apart, and it'll look so much better.
We were floating down the river in your red canoe. You were laughing at my stories, rolled back from my youth. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself that you were the one. Oh, you were stunning, you were lovely, yeah, you were fun. There was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing else I wanted to do. There was nowhere else I wanted to be than floating down that stream with you.
Move this step. Oh gosh!
Did he do it?
Yes.
What? Here.
I held him
Just move this step.
Did you build a lintel?
I didn't build a lintel. She built a lintel.
You built a lintel? High five.
Today we need to finish up lintels, so we've got 2 left to build. One for the bottle brick window and one for the other tiny window on the side.
One of them's gonna be real big.
Yeah, one of them's gonna be 8 foot long because our opening is 6 foot long.
Okay.
Now carry it over there. This lintel is locked in. We have the top course all complete, which locks in all of the lintels for these little windows. Next is getting the big lintel up over the big bottle brick window and get that locked in.
The reason we put a lintel or a header over this frame is that we don't want the weight of the bags to ever actually push on this frame that a window or bottles or something with glass will be in, because eventually over time the weight of that could deform it. Glass could break, it could be a problem. This goes at least a foot over on this side and a foot over on that side. It's supported by the bags and not by the frame that you put in.
Also, it's just like a traditional house build when you always are going to have a header over a door opening or window opening. Same idea, you just don't want the weight over the window.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the thunder? Can you feel the love? It's coming through the walls and all the hearts are lighting up. Colors that bring you back to life. Dreaming inside a disco night. All my worries are gone. On and on. Watching the stars collide into the ceiling. Heart break high is just a feeling. Baseline blue making you wanna move. Ooh, ooh.
We're gonna have to come up with some really creative solutions because we're almost out of dirt, we're almost out of clay, we're almost out of bags.
We need to get it up to the right height for the roof. Guys, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to improvise.
Even though we had a really good plan for this building, things are gonna come up and you just have to roll with it and come up with new solutions. Oh no! That's a problem. This is the last of the bags and it's not gonna get us finished for the day.
Yay!
So it looks like we have enough for this long run all the way across the lintel over the bottle bricks. but I don't know how much we got left after that.
How close are we to being ready over here?
Oh, you know, just. Did you see something here? Oh, we can't use the bag. We gotta stop. It's gonna just tear more. It's just gonna tear.
Is it tear? How dare you? Did I miss it?
You missed it. Already done.
No, let's see this part.
Oh, you first.
Oh, I gotta tamp this whole thing.
Yep. So today is my favorite day. Hi, buddy.
Oh, Ocho.
We are going to do something crazy. You ready?
So not only are we using the wood from our old deck that used to be where the Airstream was all the way down there, but we're also reusing all the screws from the deck because we kept them. See, it's a composted building.
Recycled.
It's a recycled composted building. We thought we might have to build another one of these frames on the back to get it at a shallower pitch, but I kind of like the way it is.
We're never gonna be standing on the very back wall,
Just sitting,
so it should be good.
just doing our business. What are
So
we
the
doing
next step is we're gonna build our beams,
now? And we're gonna build that out of the old decking too.
and we're gonna cleat everything together, like secure it to the bags.
Recycled.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go,
go. We have now entered the phase of the build where Jonathan and I will either stay married or choose to go our separate ways.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something.
We're happy to report that we are still married and we still like each other.
I do still like you.
Don't kiss on camera. Okay, so
Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away.
our beams are up and in place, which means the last thing to do is add our hurricane straps. This is just, we live in an area that is like crazy wind. So every time we build a roof, we just add hurricane straps because it's an earthbag structure. It's not traditional. This is just added insurance so our roof will not blow away.
How's your math going?
I was gonna say don't look closely. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm a little disappointed in my bird's mouth cuts.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just got practice more.
Well, guess what? We have other stuff to build.
I know.
How excited are you?
Oh, I'm just glad it's done.
So you are excited?
Now, we decided we're going to put the windows in.
What?
We only have 2 windows on either side.
2 baby windows.
So we need to go see if we have some screws that we can use for that, and then it should go in pretty quick.
We just got to find the flashing tape, yep. Can't find the flashing.
Got the screws.
Got screws. I know you bought it.
I know. Let's go see if it's up there in the pack house. Thank you.
We found the tape. You know what we forgot?
The windows?
Where are the windows, babe?
They're
back in the garage. Yeah.
So we got a little too excited and forgot to put caulking on. So we're taking this window back out, put caulking on, then we'll keep going.
It started out slow, saw you through the window. We always ended up in the same places. I talked too fast, but you helped me relax. Held the picture out so I could trace it. You told me you can be yourself. Please stop trying to impress me. That was the sweetest thing I'd ever heard. As the night progressed, I became more adept to recognizing.
We are going to put the fascia up on the front and back side.
We're still going to use the last few 2x6s from the deck. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a little thicker than a fascia would really need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's free wood. Okay, the fascia's on, so that means now we know the full dimensions of the roof. So we're going to call up our friends at Thunder Mountain Metal. We're going to order those metal roofing panels, and we got to go and get a whole bunch more clay from Wilcox Rock and Sand because we have a lot of carbon bottles to do.
What color and gauge do you want?
Polar white.
Delivery or pickup for this project?
If we could, oh, they're gonna have to deliver
How
it.
long are they?
14 feet. They're gonna have to deliver it.
14, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to deliver it.
Alright, give me 5 minutes or so to put this together and send it over to you guys in a quote.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Did you do it right?
I don't know. I never know. Today, we're going to be putting the decking on the roof and hopefully the paper that goes over that. I'm just going to be cutting a bunch of OSB.
I'm just going to be screwing a bunch of OSB.
You and
so
Adelaide can just do the hard part. Okay?
I think yours is the hard part.
No.
That's why
This is the easy part.
This is why we make such a good team.
I need you to finish. I cannot handle being up here. So I'm gonna get down, I will cut wood, and you can do this part.
So we ran out of time yesterday, but we're back today to get the underlayment on. We're going to use our cap stapler Stinger. Works really good, so Adeli's going to get up there, help me unroll it, put it on, and then we'll see where the day takes us. Adeli's the only other one that will come up high with me. Hey guys, you want to try the metal roof? Yeah? Think we can do it?
Sure.
Yeah? What does Tiger think? Meow.
Tiger's like, as long as you give me food, I'm happy. You can do the roof.
Alright, Tiger says go. Let's do it. Guess what? It's time for the nibbler.
Yes.
The nibbler will save the day.
Are you doing that, or am I doing that?
I can do it.
I'd rather you do it.
But we need to mark it.
Okay.
Alright, marking it, nibbling it, and then trimming it.
You got it, yeah, you got it like that. You got it, yeah, you got it like. You got it, yeah, you got it like that. When you got it like that.
Alright, we got one piece of trim up on the side.
I'm going to put the stitch screws in.
Finish the side trim, and then we can do the front and back.
Yep.
And then roofing will be done. Then comes my favorite part. Cobbin bottles.
Sweet like a cactus, fruit on a summer's day. Blueberry muffins, 2 glasses of champagne. That's what I say. Underneath the fig tree, look at me, your eyes are saying no. I know what this is, and I don't mean to rush, but I'm jumping in the deep end. So it starts. Perfect summer stranger. This is us dancing with the danger. A perfect summer stranger. Feels like $1 million when it's yours. Natural order falls to place when we.
We're gonna get started on those bottle bricks and start getting them up in this corner. We've already been working on the back window, but let's get started on this other part.
Take me something to lose. Baby, all I need is. Thought I'd be stuck in a static forever, telling myself it could be enough. I didn't know that
Today we're going to be turning all these scrap pieces of glass that we got at a recycle shop in Tucson. We're going to be turning it into something really cool.
We got more tricks up our sleeves than just bottle bricks.
Yeah.
We got random trash too. So we're looking for a very goopy consistency, very sticky, with a bunch of straw in it. That's what it should look like. Now I need a bucket.
Am I getting the bag?
Yeah.
Too much?
Yeah.
Use our glass bricks from the 80s. All right.
I'm really excited about this. I only got 4 of them, but
Yeah.
I think it'll be neat. Thank you. Delivery from the 80s.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
We're just gonna add hardware cloths to this back beam so that the cob has something to stick to. We have cob on the outside and we have cob on the inside as far as we can go because we still need to leave room for putting in insulation and installing the ceiling. These are too close together because we weren't planning on doing these square pieces of glass, but this is too close, so I'm gonna have to somehow get like a 1/2 inch of board out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can fit my circular saw through there, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. I got a chainsaw. Maybe take an axe. Maybe I could do it with a chainsaw. Maybe we should try that. Okay, just how cool is it that Dwayne from Wilcox Rock and Sand is helping us notch out for this stupid glass window. And we're not really great with handles, so he showed us how to do it. So nice. Thank you, Dwayne. I don't know if it'll fit yet. I don't know why you're recording. I don't think it's gonna fit.
Round 2.
No! Wait, oh wait. Oh.
I think that's close enough.
Are you okay with them not sticking out the same amount?
I think it's fine.
I mean, it's in there.
All right, time to cob that in. We're gonna come over here, work on our wavy glass a little more, try to fill in as much as we can here, and then, I don't know.
Oh, how seasons change. Wind's picking up. I better look out. 'Cause you said something, then I said something. Now I have nothing. I just want to love you. I just want to love you.
cob you've ever made.
This
So we
is
can
a
finish this up.
teeny tiny little batch.
Half batch. So next up, we're going to be adding our ceiling. I wonder if you could hear
I
that.
sound like we're about to get attacked by velociraptors.
It's the chickens. They're taking dust baths. I wanted to do the ceiling a little bit different without telling Jonathan what we're doing.
So I'm flying blind here.
Yep.
I don't know what's happening.
Yep. But it's going to be fun. Let's get started. Alright, we got all the plywood cut to size, got the edges sanded, so now it's time to measure and cut our foam board insulation.
45 long, 14 and a half wide.
Yep.
All right, do it, Jax.
What? Wait, what did you say? Let me see.
45, 14
Inches.
and a half.
All inches.
Yes, all inches.
14 and a half.
Do not confuse me.
That was 37.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no!
Ready?
No. Should have cut it. Which one's the inches?
Got the pencil.
Almost scaffolding.
Oh.
Too big. Alright, we have one board up, and that is the first board, and from there, everything gets leveled and square from that one board. So we're just gonna keep going. Next board is ready to go.
Okay, Ada, here's what I need you to do. Hand me that, and we're just gonna take it over. Are you gonna do it yourself?
I'm just gonna transfer it.
Now lift it up.
That was 14 3/4, right?
You don't have to if you don't
No,
want
it's
to.
fine.
You're just gonna, you gotta hold it straight, all right? Okay, ready?
Gotta do it fast.
Fast. Push it, and squeeze hard. Ready? Look. Faster.
Down the line. Good job. Let me scoot it this way.
Oh!
Oh, you're not on the line. What happened? The line's right here.
Oh no!
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Good job. We have one sheet of plywood that we need to install near this wavy glass. And I only have the one sheet of plywood. I have 0 extra. So I have one chance to get this right.
One shot.
We're going to go ahead and start with our stain, and then we're going to be adding the linseed oil to the 4-foot panels.
I'm on your side. Don't you see it here in my eyes? Believe me.
There's spiders in it.
Who knows?
On your side. Living on the run, sitting safe at home, crying out your lungs. Honey, don't you know? Say the word, I'll be there to make it right.
Alright, we're going to wait a little bit for the ceiling to dry, and while we're waiting, we thought this is a great time to go ahead and make some of the vents that are going to be installed with the bottles. Here's how we're going to do it. We have aluminum window screen, and we have no-seam screen. So everything in this building is going to be sealed off with no-seam screen, just as an extra precaution. So we're going to sandwich the no-seam in between the aluminum. The aluminum is just to keep the no-seam screen from being torn. We're going to put it on this PVC, and we're going to add a clamp. Alright, so that is one side of our screen. We'll do both sides, and then this is just going to sit in there and let air pass through.
We put in vents just to circulate air in the actual building. We'll also be putting in 3-inch ABS through the cobbed area to allow the actual composting toilets to vent out. It's got a hose attachment, and that's going to go to this so that the toilet is always vented to the outside. And since we're putting a sink in, we'll be having a plumbing vent because you're supposed to vent your plumbing. Same idea, screens, no-seam, pipe clamps, all that stuff. Just when you thought we were done venting, no.
We're not.
We have so many more vents to put in. We want to basically vent above the insulation that we put in between the rafters. So there's still a cavity, which is good for insulation, but we want to make sure that air can continue to flow through there. So we're going to be putting small vents between each rafter on the front and the back. We're just going to cob this into place up to the bottom of the decking. Then we'll deal with the front later. Moving to the inside.
Yes. We're going to get a big chunk all the way down, and then we'll come back. Maybe it'll be dry enough to add more to it.
Guys, she needs more mix.
We have more mix.
Oh, sweet. We're prepared.
won't come inside. The girls have almost got that back section done. Looks really nice.
Looks really good.
So we're waiting on the girls to finish up so we can get in there. Ada, stop throwing the cob at me. Okay, Ocho's gonna help me fill in the front here. So our plywood goes almost all the way to this front beam. We're gonna start plastering up to the ceiling, and then maybe we can go back there because it would probably be dry enough and we could add.
We might get finished cobbing up to the ceiling. Okay, so the last vent we've got is going to be connected to the sink. This will go flat down the wall on the inside in the corner of the building.
This is no CM screen. It's not just regular window screen.
No,
so it's very fine. So no CMs can go in there. Shove a little vent on there.
Mom, does that screen have a seam? Or is it no CM?
Look at that detail work. Look at it.
Good job, Doctor. Alright, the last little section is up here at the wavy glass. We're going to install this 1/4-inch hardware cloth.
All right, last project of the day. We're gonna put up the lights. Yes, and we know exactly how we're gonna do it. And it's gonna be real fast and real easy.
I love that you think that.
Let the sun rise flood my living room. Ain't it time I let go and let light through? Let light through. Let go and 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 let
We have one thing that we need to do.
Yep.
We're gonna dry this building in.
What is the next step?
We're staying with the theme of reuse things. So we had this hardware cloth back in our supply pile. So we're gonna put hardware cloth all along that front beam. That way we can cob and plaster all the way up to those blocking pieces, and it'll all look like one cohesive building. So we got a lot of cutting to do. we come. We have enough bottles. We're gonna fill in this bottle window. We're so close to being dried in. Ah! Things are gonna start moving here pretty quick.
Yeah. So until we get that plumbing, we're gonna chink.
Yeah, because we have lots of dirt. I'm having a really hard time with the one dark blue bottle. I think I'm gonna have to change it. I think it's gonna drive me crazy. See, doesn't that look much better? I can't handle like just one dark blue bottle. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Remember when there was a hose there?
It's like magically disappeared.
Hose? No, pipe. Remember when there was a pipe there?
I mean, I can still see it a little
I
bit.
know I gotta put more hardware cloth before I can keep going down.
Okay.
But look at it.
Yeah, not bad.
It's like a mysterious lump there.
Mysterious lumps. I like it. It's looking good over here.
She's doing good.
Jet, you are our unsung hero today, making batches all day long. You're a mess, but you did good. So the next step is we need to add a little bit more hardware cloth, and then it's mud time.
It's gonna be really dirty, huh? We're gonna have a dirty day. Sorry. We can just cut that part out, baby. we're back in the Casa de Caca. I did this test batch of plaster. It's a finishing coat. It's the same mix that we used in our shed build. So it's got toilet paper, clay, sand, and water that's sifted. So we're gonna mix up a batch and just see how far we can get.
Okay, so Ashley needs some more material, so I'm going to get the sifter out, do some beach sand and some clay so she can keep going. So believe it or not, we got our sink in the other day. This was kind of a last minute addition, this whole idea of putting a hand washing station in. But I'm going to open it up real quick and check all the fittings. Well, that didn't get packaged very well. The sink connections are pretty standard. Now this is interesting. It looks like a P-trap, but it's actually a flexible tube in this P-trappy thing that's actually not sealed, but the flexible tube goes all the way through it. All right, I got my fittings. I got a few errands to run. I'm gonna go and get what we need and get back.
I think it's possible that we're gonna get this all done today, which right now sounds hard, but I think we can do it.
Okay, while Ashley's working on the inside, I'm gonna work on gutters. Are you a gutter expert?
I'm not a gutter expert. No.
Well, we're gonna be gutter experts together. Okay, when we did our last gutters, we learned that you should never trust your fascia as a point of reference for the level and the drop of the gutter. So we're going to use a string level to mark a true drop so that we don't have any issues. Hi, buddy.
We have a water tank to set up, and we're going to be drilling a hole through our building.
So you saw the other day when Rick from Oasis Water Harvesting brought us this adorable little 550-gallon tank. We need to level the area, put in some pea gravel, get it set, and then we'll work on the plumbing. Now we have to go find some pea gravel. Okay, so downspout into the tank. It's not what I would have chosen. Well, it works. We may replace it soon.
You ready to drill a hole in the wall?
Yeah. When we overlap the bags, there's kind of a space here. So there's actually not that much material there anyway. So I feel like, and I think we'll probably do it down here, is we'll just drill through on one side and then come through on the other side and hopefully just push the pecs through.
You're almost through. to go out there.
There it is. That was too easy. I don't know. A little skeptical. So, that means we finished the final coat? I mean, that would be a pretty big deal.
It would be a big deal.
Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the motion, loving is the potion. Ooh, that sugar. All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that's sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the
Today begins our quest to plumb this thing and get the barrels in. So this is just going to be for urine diversion and our sink. The first step is to start the plumbing.
Our pipe is too long. We need to shorten it with power tools.
Okay, P-test. Slowly. Success.
Okay, next step. We need to get all this crap out of here
Oh, goodness.
so that we can begin filling in. This is an exciting moment, babe.
This is a big moment.
We need to fill in up to the third bag and then barrels.
Here's the challenge. We have a bunch of space to fill up, and we're not sure what material to use. I think all the material.
Yeah.
Everything that's fallen off Solar Shed, the pile of beach sand.
The random piles of concrete.
I mean, whatever we can get, let's fill it up.
Okay.
Yeah?
Slight rain delay, but we're back and ready to keep working.
Also, we had to board it up because we were afraid we were going to get water inside before we're ready to have water inside. And by water, I mean pee. What are you waiting for?
So that's at 14 inches. We want our floor to be at 14, which is a laser that we just shot. That is floor level. This is the point where the barrels need to go in.
So we don't need more dirt.
At this point, we need to go ahead and cut the barrels, get them prepared with the urine diverter, plumb everything before we add any more dirt.
Gross, what's that?
I don't know, but you're cleaning it. It like burned your nose. By the way, this is our property. It's not like we're throwing it on someone else's property. Look at that.
Such a cute little sink. So the original idea was that it was going to be here. See, this is pretty close, but I was just looking at it and I feel like if we move the sink here, that's a much better option. So that means what I need to do is I need to get these barrels exactly where they go. They need to be at the exact same level, vertically plumb, and put it in place. And then we're just going to fill up a little bit to hold things in place, and then we'll be able to move on to the next step.
So our next step is installing a urinal. This is another used feature. This used to be our post from our shade sail structure when our airstream was down below. So we're just reusing everything. Basically, we just need a funnel.
We need a flat surface to mount it to. Okay. Vent pipe going up the corner here, right? And we have our low point going out to septic. So we need to get a drop from this corner that's also going to work with the sink that's in this corner.
We'll see if this actually works. Ready? Alright, looks like it works. Everything is at the right drop. So, what's that mean?
It means we need to do some tapping. We're putting urine diverters built into each of these blue barrels, and there will be a fuel tube coming attached to the funnel. It's going to come out, and we're going to basically plug it into this pipe. So we're going to use some nylon barbs. But in order to thread this down in the pipe, we got to tap it with a NPT tap, and we'll put the tube on, and then we'll hose clamp.
This is our seat. We have 4 locator bolts so that the seat fits exactly square on
It doesn't
the barrel.
move, right? And it seals too, because there's going to be a gasket on the bottom.
Right. Okay, let's take a look at these barrels. We have our pilot holes that go here, 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 and here. After our locating bolt holes are drilled, we want to come down about 7 inches directly in front of it. We're going to attach screws and washers and nuts, and that will be what holds the toilet down with a spring. So the spring will attach to that. This is the spring that's going to be attached to the bottom of the seat with an eye hook, and then when you attach it, it'll just go like that. So that will be very tight. We've got our funnel here, and it has a stopper in it. You do need to drill a 1/2 inch hole with a 1/2 inch outer diameter fuel line, and that will go through the funnel and provide a tight fit with this rubber stopper. Got it in there nice and snug. We want to make sure that nothing's going to leak out this, so we're just going to test it with some water. No good. Gotta fix that. I don't think I had it shoved down enough. Look how much it came out. Nice tight fit. That's ready to go. Okay, we have 4 lines done, 2 to go.
To make sure this thing doesn't ever move, we're going to mount it here and then take it down to the hose bar.
One last connection, then what?
Then we test and we clean this place out.
Time to do some testing. We're gonna start with the last barrel. We're gonna see if the funnel leaks at all. Next barrel.
Yep.
Next.
Okay, it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out. Okay. Yep, there it goes.
No leaks, but it's starting to rain, so we gotta board this place up and get inside. Good job, Ed. No leaks. Is that his no leak dance?
That's my no leak dance. Future Jonathan here to tell you that as much as we love the red funnels, we actually ended up going with something else at the last minute. This company called Throne Composting Toilet, they sent us a message and they're like, hey, we have a better idea. And so they make this product. It's like a fully formed piece that you just set in and it's all contained. We did have to do a little bit of work to get the fuel tubes in there, but now when we move this to the next active barrel, we'll just take the whole thing with it and reconnect the fuel tube. One thing we kind of glossed through in this video was building out this whole thing, so I'm just going to explain it real quick to you. Basically, you want to cut all these holes in it, you want to get some vents with some no-seam bug screen on it, and then another vent that's going to connect to a tube that will go outside the building, so we have one of those in each corner. And then this is a bug trap in case anything were to get inside there. They would fly up in here and they would get stuck. There's also seals everywhere on this, on the bottom of this, the springs holding it down, and even on the bottom of this. It got so dark last night we had to pause, but the Casa de Caca is back open for business. Well, not quite yet. We want to get a little more dirt in there, sort of fortify that area where the hose clamps are, because that's kind of a fragile area. And the reason for that is we're going to be working on our door today, and we want to make sure when we're stepping in and around there we don't accidentally break something.
Here's the problem with our door bed.
Okay.
It is a old door that we
Yeah.
got at a salvage yard. It's not pre-hung, and I've never done that before.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of research to do.
We'll tell you what, maybe, sometimes you just got to step away and then you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So let's step away and go to the coffee shop. Okay?
Deal.
Okay. Coffee shop.
So we've got our fuel for the day. We have delicious food at Talking Irons, and we are ready. We are determined to get this door on today. The problem is we don't really know how to do it.
I feel like we could use a little help.
I know. I was trying to think, like, my dad's super far away. It's not like we can call him and have him come over, but like maybe Gary from my little homestead.
Hey, Gary. So I have a question. We are trying to hang a door on the Casa de Caco, and we need some help from someone who's done it before. You're what? You're right behind us already? Oh, well, perfect. Why don't you just follow us, and we'll go to the homestead, and we'll get it done. Cool? Cool.
This is so exciting. My little homestead is here, and they are going to help us put on the door.
All right, we got the approval.
I checked them all. They should be good.
Yeah, I'm just crying on them. I like that window. How much do you want me to do and how much do you want to do?
I can learn by watching and seeing what you're doing, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So I'll just
You like demonstration mode?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I like perfect.
You having trouble?
No.
Yeah.
We knew you could do it. What did you call the side pieces?
Style.
Styles.
So we're making some adjustments on the fly here. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Well, we measured twice, and now we're going to cut 4 times.
Oh, cool.
So everything's great.
Hi, yo. Hi, yo. Helping out. Helping out. Yes, you are. Yes, you are helping. Yeah, thanks for the help. Don't let me fall over. Hey, not too bad. It is good style.
Oh, you didn't record it. Did you get it?
I got it.
Okay, good job.
It did hit right in the middle, right there.
That's the part Bryson was responsible for. It works.
Are you ready to do the stops?
Looks good. Yeah.
And you got it to the second line, right?
Yeah.
Not perfect yet, but getting there.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time.
As much as we like the blue, we're going to finish it out. We're going to paint some stuff. So we got to paint before we can put any dirt in. That's the deal, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now we're going to quickly fill up the inside with more sand. You ready?
Ready.
I'm building a tiny, tiny deck. Our sink will sit on top of it.
And our foot pump will mount to it.
And our foot pump, yeah. Jonathan's very excited about this foot pump, aren't you?
I'm excited that there's no solar powered water pump over here because I built way too many of them. So I'm excited about the foot pump, yes. Look at that.
This is really nice.
All right, Ally. First step, putting the drain on. This goes here.
Alright, no CM screen on the windows means less bugs. That's it. Easy.
So here's what we're doing. We're just going to cut this off, push it into this, and use this to couple to this that goes into this that glues into that. It's easy.
I'm gonna go open out here. You ready?
Yep.
Don't do it till I come in. I want to see it. I don't think it'll do it when there's water in it.
I hope not.
Can you stop that for a second? Shouldn't it be gravity to this? Maybe we don't have enough water that's like to the outlet.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
Yep, that's the problem. Okay, so we need to add some water.
We'll go turn the hose on.
I wondered why I heard the squeaking coming out of here.
See the squeaking stuff.
It's probably right in there.
I can definitely hear it.
Oh my gosh, it worked!
Come here and do it. You do it. It's very exciting.
I have to say I was not entirely convinced that this whole thing would work.
Oh, should we go check the drain?
Yes.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. The pressure, now that it's filling up, like, it comes out a lot more when you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty good. That's not bad.
This is so exciting. Can we do this in the house?
No.
How excited are you?
We have foot-powered water.
Let me clean up.
Okay.
What are you doing, babe?
What? Well, small problem in our plan. By only hooking up one water hose, because we didn't need hot water, if there's water in the faucet, it will drip out of the one where you didn't put a hose.
Oops.
Oops. I had to go find the other hose, put it on there, and then I made myself a little cap I'm just going to add to it.
You're like a real plumber.
I guess. This is what real plumbers do. The other thing we really need to do quickly is we need to cut this metal and make our lids, because I don't like this big metal with the wind here.
Yeah.
So when the barrels aren't in use, you still need to keep them covered and you need screen over them.
Guys, we're going to cut some metal.
Take me out, I wanna see. Big, big lights, they shine on me. I wanna lay my head
Alright, look at that.
Okay. Now, because the edges are sharp, we have ordered some plastic edging to put all around these, because we know other people will be in here and we don't want anybody getting cut.
Hey, look, it came in.
Yeah. Now, by adding this little protective layer around the very sharp metal sides,
Very sharp.
we are
Yes.
less likely to slice ourselves to death.
Yay.
Let's go get that no-seam screen, the string, the bungee, and that shouldn't take too long to put on. We actually already had one done, so I'll show you how it goes on. We cut a circle, way bigger than the barrel. Then we just have this nylon rope. We put it on a spring, knotted it, and burnt the ends so that it won't come apart. This goes around the lip of the barrel, like that. And the spring keeps it tight. And then just pull that screen down. It's like a little skirt.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like a little skirt.
That will keep all the bugs out. So let's work on the door. We're gonna take it off the hinges, take it over under the solar panels, and start painting. I'm going to play around with this idea of not painting the entire door. I kind of like the idea of just letting it fade to the natural door. I think it'll be a really interesting contrast.
Oh, the sun is shining. Oh, the moon is rising.
I knew that this was going to be cool. It's just way cooler than I thought it was going to be, and I cannot stop smiling. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. It's so freaking cool. Oh my gosh. It's time time to work on the other side of this door. You can see that I've painted all of it. Totally regretting that decision now, but I'm going to rough it up a little bit with some sandpaper, and then we'll seal it, let it dry a little bit, and hang it back up. We are starting on the outside.
Holy moly, guacamole.
If you love me, good, good, good. With the moon and the sun comes up, then I love you too. I do. Come on, get me in a mood. I don't wanna think about the world before you. Tunnel vision, I only know you.
Before we start on putting the stucco on, we're going to try adhering straight to the Hyperadobe bags, because really they kind of act like a lath. Like usually you put like a metal screen underneath. This already has this open weave bag here for this to attach to. So this is one of our last experiments, is can the Hyperadobe bags work as that lath when you put the stucco on? So let's do it. Hey, the door looks good.
One side.
Looks real good.
We're too high for climate. It's a long way down, but I don't mind if we're trying. You ain't gonna find a drug like this. Love so real, got us up like this. I'm saying it's impossible because it's illogical. You calling, I got to go with you. It's so paradoxical. It seems irresponsible. Just calling, I got to go with you. I don't think that
Stucco on the front's done, so I'm going to throw the door back on so the cats stop sleeping inside.
Not their poo house.
No, it's not. It's our poo house.
You plus me equals good. See, let's be all that we could be. Let's be all that we could be.
Today, on this brand new, glorious morning, that's super early.
And I'm telling you what, I'm not awake yet. But the reason we're here is because this wall is in the shade.
Now, the problem is we only have 8 bags of stucco, and I'm not sure that it's going to be enough.
Oh, I think it will be. No problem.
Okay. Welcome back. Today, I'm alone. Adelaide's at work. Jonathan and the boys went into town for a celebration weekend. I am going to do my best to get all of the stucco done.
Time to paint the stucco on this building.
But before we can paint, we have to prep. Step number 1, we need to knock off all these little tiny pieces of stucco with a piece of wood. We're gonna go ahead and like smooth it all out and get it ready.
Step 2, sweep it off with a broom.
Step number 3, wash the bottles off that mother forgot to wipe off herself.
Step number 4, protect things. We grabbed this product, it's called Mask and Peel by Jasco, and basically you just paint it on like a window. In our case, we're going to be painting it on these and the bottles so that we can just spray the paint on, and then we come back with a razor blade and make a line around the glass and just peel off this stuff. I think it's going to work really well. I've never used it, but I've seen other people do it, and I think it's going to work well.
Could go either way.
We'll see.
Tell me I'm the one you want. Tell me I'm the reason your heart beats and it won't stop. I wanna be the feeling you've been after all your life. Maybe is it too much to ask for a love just like that? The kind that never goes away. See forever in a day. They're only looking at me. I wanna be somebody who makes somebody else happy, happy. Tell me you don't wanna go. Say you wanna stay here with me. Girl, I gotta let you know that I don't see nothing wrong with staying up all night chasing the sunrise.
So you may know that we have had a long history with trying to find the right exterior plaster for our buildings. Our solar shed totally didn't work. We tried a bunch of different things on the chicken garden. It also didn't work. Throughout this whole time, we've been talking to lots of people in the community. They've all been doing experiments. One of our friends, Sam, is also building an earthbag building, and we both sort of settled on stucco as what's going to work in our climate. So the last part of this is, what do you cover it with? A regular paint isn't really going to do much. What we want to do is we want to waterproof the crap out of this thing so that no water can ever get behind the stucco or behind the plaster, so nothing comes off. So we're going to go with an elastomeric paint. You need 2 coats, and thankfully our friend Sam has a paint sprayer that will paint this super thick stuff. So today we're starting with our base coat, and then we're going to come back with a tinted color to get it to look the way we want to.
Okay, today, this morning, we want to get our 2 test colors on our base coat. We need a full 24 hours for it to like cure and really see what the color is going to end up. We have a light option. We have a dark option.
They look the same.
They don't. The dark one, I'm really hoping, is the one that we like. But we'll see. I don't know. Okay, light color first.
Option 2.
Just slightly darker. Actually, it's quite a bit darker, but I don't know why you said you couldn't tell a difference.
I couldn't on camera, but I can see it.
Okay. Because it is definitely darker. Okay, it does kind of look the same.
So when we were spraying yesterday, we weren't able to mask off a few places, especially up around the ceiling. We just didn't have enough stuff to do that. We got to go back today by hand, paint around some of the vents and up near the wood for the ceiling so that we can choose our color and then get this thing wrapped. Okay, so we're happy with our trim work. The thing we gotta wait on is we gotta wait for these two spots. We're gonna let that dry, decide what we want, and then we can go and get this elastomeric tinted for us. So we have to make sure we allow enough time so we can go get it and then come back and spray it. All right, this is it. We're spraying the colored elastomeric on tonight.
Hey,
Hi.
I got something to show you.
Okay. It looks really good. I like it a lot. And I think it's funny, like we thought we got it really dark, like darker than our soil, but it looks like the exact same color as the soil. I mean, it's kind of like we planned it, but we didn't.
This is the moment of truth. We're either geniuses or complete morons, but we will find out. All I got to do is trim around the window, and supposedly it should peel right off. Oh my gosh.
What?
I did not think that was gonna happen. Holy, like, look how clean that is.
Wow.
I mean, I gotta trim up the edges, but oh my gosh. This is genius. Look at this. I love it. It's working on the bottles too. I'm working on the back of the building. We're adding up soil to where it gradually comes away from the building. And our friend George is here working on our trench. And Jonathan has been busy digging that. Like, we're exhausted, but we're gonna keep going. And hopefully in the next day or two, get this hooked up and finished. Next step is we're going to put together 2 more Vijayga garden beds because we have 6 of them and love them. So we got 2 more to put on the back here. So let's go ahead and put them together and see what they look like. But take a minute and enjoy that. It's beautiful.
This is like the last big punch. We're gonna make a cute little cement step to step up on to walk into the building.
Yep.
Okay.
Ready? Today we are knocking off yet one more little project for our Casa de Caca. Some of you may have noticed that the bathroom door has a window on it. So in order to make that less see-through, I'm gonna make it more interesting. Just want to take a minute to say thank you to Tracy from Glacius Flux for letting me use her glass studio today. Thank you, Tracy. So, just got back home from Tracy's and I get to show Jonathan the window for the first time.
You made this? Holy cow. Oh my goodness.
Wanna go see if it fits?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it so cool?
It's so cool. Oh my goodness.
You have waited long enough.
It is time to officially reveal the finished Casa de Caca.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe you made it to the end of this video. You get a high five.
If you like what we're doing out here, building naturally and sustainably, doing the whole permaculture thing, greening the desert, make sure you subscribe because we're just getting started here on our property. And if you like this full build format, check out this playlist. You can watch us build our solar shed, our berms and swales, and so much more.
Yep, and don't forget the house build is coming next, so make sure you're following along.
We'll see you soon.